welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where you're gonna hear me rant about going to the grocery store. I mean, you want to get depressed? Go to the grocery store and go buy yourself something on special, like, I don't know, ground beef, right? Medium fat ground beef. Personally, I want it all fat, but what the hell? And about, what was it? 1.5 kilos. That's about 3 pounds. 3 pounds of ground beef on special was 13 bucks. Now, that was $3.39 a pound or something like that. Regularly, it's $6.99 a pound. So basically, that pack, not on special, regular price would have cost me 25 bucks. Like, are you kidding, man? Are you freaking out or what? I'm depressed. Everything that we wanted to buy, we couldn't buy. And we buy only what's on special right now, and our menu is defined by what's on special from whatever grocery stores. And the special prices are prices that were high even to begin with regularly, I'd say about 3 years ago. Before COVID. I don't know what's going on. It's really, really upsetting. And man, if like I'm fat, I can live off my fat, and I got a house and this and that. Yeah, I get it, okay? And we're having problems paying our taxes. Also, we're in a situation right now, but it's gonna get better, hopefully. And I just, whose fault is this? Why is everything expensive? What happened that everything doubled in price? A freaking loaf of bread is $5, and it's crap bread. $5. We bought 1 tomato and 2 cucumbers. 6 something. The tomato was from the farm, so it tasted like a tomato. Same with the cucumbers. Thank God for that, because the tomatoes you buy at the grocery store, what the hell? They crunch like an apple. A tomato doesn't do that. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. A tomato doesn't crunch. It smushes. It goes all over the bloody place. Huh? God, man. I don't know what's going on. Someone is at fault here, or someone is a mastermind of something. Because how long can this go on? Eh? What, the government wants us to work under the table? Well, how else are you going to survive? I mean, seriously, you know what I mean? Bloody hell. No wonder the jackass of a prime minister we have wants to legalize all drugs, because he's making the money from it, and nobody can sell drugs under the table. Under the table. You can't sell drugs over the table either. I'm just saying. Oh, man. Am I upset? I'm truly upset. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. I had to say something. Excuse me. Well, firstly and foremost, the CSRs are done. They're in the can. The film is in the can. And I sent it out to be perused to see if they could find any errors that I've done, because I can't proof my own work. It doesn't work, because in my head it's right. Capiche? Some people, I swear to God. Anyways, whoa. Okay. I'm trying to be happy here. Mike is in the house. Ken's in the house of Seek. And 6 Actuals in the house. Oh, and I want to show you something. Yeah. Is it here? Huh? Where the hell is it? Hold on. Bear with me. I'll sing a song so you don't get lonely. Can I find it? Will I find it? Where the hell is it? And there it is. I found it. And there, hoo-hee-ha. and whatever, blah, 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 gee, goo, 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 goo. Okay. So, I got it. My favorite Frenchie, Fred Serval of Homoludens, is the designer of this game. A jest of Robin Hood. And he says it's like a coin game. And he would like to teach me this game. So I don't know if we're going to do a video on him teaching a moron like me this game. He says it's easy. I'll get an appreciation for coin. And then I could play Jean-François Tremblay. My coin nemesis, I guess it's going to be, to a good coin game. I'm not saying this is not a good coin game. I have no idea. But I haven't had any reviews yet of the game that I perused, and that it's nothing. So that's that for that, and let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we got the GMT monthly update, which I will do. And did you guys check out the C3I, The Art of Roger B. McGowan? Not the magazine, but the book he put out. I already ordered it. For me, that was a no-brainer. I would have liked to have Roger sign it. I know it was an extra $20. It's nothing on top of the thing, but you know what? I didn't have the $20, and it's only $20. You know, for God's sakes, man. So that's it. I think Artie is at Origins, and he's doing some videoing. So check out his channel. Other than that, let me get to work on the June 20th update from GMT, and we'll start the show. So have a good show. Don't be miserable like me. Don't go shopping at a grocery store and buy something on special, because you're going to be miserable like me. All right? Have a good day. Seriously. So here we are with GMT's monthly update for June 2024. And the first thing that I see is Mark Herman's face. And it says here, Mark Herman, new book, War Games According to Mark Herman. Hold on a second. There you go. It's going to the printer in late July during the final stages of art and layout before sending Mark's book to the printer. So if you want a copy of Mark's book, get on the P500 and get it. Because let me tell you something. You want insight from an icon? This is it. That's it. Period. There's nothing else to say. On the new episode of GMT Talk, we got Volko Runke, and he talks about Levian Campaign Series. The Coin Levian Campaign Series. This is what Volko created. And I'm sure he's going to create some Snakes and Ladders series or something, because the guy is a truly... He's a super nice guy. Whatever. The guy's a genius. You know what I'm saying? Also, buy now a Jest of Robin Hood. Look what I got. Look what I got, a Jest of Robin Hood. Buy it now. I got it. Get it now. So, what's shipping? Downfall, the Conquest of the Third Reich, a 3-inch box. A mounted map and a 3-inch box. I, Napoleon is shipping next week. Ted Racier's solo RPG-ish type game from what I know. And I think we're going to have him on. He's going to have to talk about that. Then the Virgin Queen. And Skies Above the Reich second printing. Man, this is going good. This is going good. Alrighty. Also, Red Dust Rebellion. It's, I forget the guy's name, but the guy is, the guy for a 3-minute board game. He did a coin game. Red Dust Rebellion. So the playbook is available as a PDF on the website, and you can get the final rule book and a final playbook of Red Dust Rebellion. Also, it says here, and it's very nice of GMT, support Volko's hunt for Blackbeard on Kickstarter from Fort Circle Games, that is, you know, so that's Kevin Bertram's baby. Check it out. We have a little blurb on the show on Hunt for Blackbeard by Volko. And this month's box back sneak peek is of the upcoming Command and Colors Medieval Expansion number 1, Crusades Mideastern Battles 1. Come on, I just got the Medieval Command and Colors, and you know what? I can't wait for my friend Pat, who we thought was mauled by a grizzly bear in Jasper, in Alberta, Jasper Park in Alberta, when the Rangers called his girlfriend and said he's missing. And there was a bear sighting, or a bear something. Anyways, when he comes back, we're going to have to start getting into some games like that. We're going to have to catch up. Have a lot of fun. Also, Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition is close to being complete. This is a huge game, and not as difficult as people tend to think it is. I mean, Ben Hull was on a show that we did, and on the Chit Show, and he explained it, and it's really nothing, but it's good that he explained it, because it alleviated all fears of starting that game. And okay, what's happening? There's this pre-order by Richard Garfield. Who's Richard Garfield? You know, I'm not even gonna tell you what Richard Garfield did. Use the Google and type in Richard Garfield game designer, and you're gonna see what he did, and I don't think he has to work another day in his life. And there's a game called Founders of Ryvik. Alright, we're gonna check it out. So, playtesters needed for China's War, which is a new thingy on the P500, if I'm not mistaken, and the Bell of Treason. So, China's War, it's with developer Joe Dewhurst, and Bell of Treason, again, with developer Joe Dewhurst, if you want to play test the game. Eh? That's what I'm saying. So, let's see here. Rebel Fury battles the American Civil War. Game designer Mark Herman. Buy now. That's a banner. A banner. So, new P500. So we have Men of Iron Volume 6. Game design by Ralph Shelton. This is Purgatorio. Battles between the Guelphs and Ghibellines. I gotta check this out because I know nothing of Guelphs or Ghibelline, because I know Guelph is a town in Ontario. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about that. So, this is the struggle between monarchs in Europe, particularly between the Holy Roman Emperor and the Pope. Excuse me. And it would spawn well over 100 years of conflict in Italy. Battles raged across Italy from the mid-1100s to the mid-13s, with both Guelphs and Ghibellines ending up on top at one time or another. So, yeah, Men of Iron. Also, on the P500, new that is, Thunder on the Baltic. I think thunder has been used a bit too much in these games. There's too much thunder. And this is a game designed by Mike Nagel, so it's the Age of Sail. These are 18 scenarios depicting battles between the fleets of Denmark against Sweden and the British Royal Navy against the Danes and Norwegians. Each battle is fought by 2 players, or 2 teams of players, across one or several conjoined maps depicting shallows and shoals with individually named vessels that have been specifically rated for their abilities in combat. Players activate these ships through the command abilities of individually rated admirals present at each battle. So, that's on the P500. There's a second printing of Prime Minister. There is a 5th printing of SPQR Deluxe 5th edition, and also Deluxe 5th edition update kit. If you already have the SPQR, there's an update kit, you can get that. And, yeah. So, okay, so coming events. There is the, what is it? The BPA, World Board Gaming Championship, the WBC. The 1,500 people usually come there, check it out. It's happening July 20th to 28th, 2024, but they made a mistake on the date here. It's 2024. That's a joke. I mean, they made a mistake, big deal. Okay, so what? And, okay, there's competitions in 160 games. Wow. Okay. Andy Lewis and Tony Curtis will be at the GMT booth for participating event. You know, I'd love to be there because it's... First of all, I want to meet Andy Lewis and Tony Curtis, right? Because we've had a lot of back and forth. Plus, I want to see the Players 8 again. Plus, I want to see Herman Luttman. Plus, I want to see Mark Herman. Plus, I want to see John Butterfield. You see what I'm saying? That WBA, man, it's happening. Also, Harold Buchanan's baby, the SD HistCon East 2024 from August 8th to 11th for the second straight year. They'll put on a convention at the U.S. Naval College Museum in Newport, Rhode Island. So yes, tickets, and this is not a marketing ploy, tickets for this will be extremely limited and will go on sale April 6th at noon Pacific. April 6th. Already went on sale. Oh, capiche, okay. Also, Midwest Madness, the historic KC Fest is a 4-day from August 15 to 18. It's a 4-day convention for war, consim, historical, 18XX, and other board games in the Kansas City metro area. Check it out. Go on the GMT June update thing, and you're going to get all this stuff happening here. And Ted Racier is interviewed by that great Canadian channel, Legendary Tactics. Check it out. 49+ minute video with Ted Racier. He's a fun guy. And you should be happily pappily enjoying. Ted will give you information on his I, Napoleon. Also, for fun, new Combat Commander items from Kai Jensen. She's putting fun in the GMT since she's been working there. She's putting a different type of fun. This is Combat Commander puzzles. Yeah, the maps without the hex numbers. Puzzle. You know what? You're into puzzles and you're playing war games. Come on! Get that stuff happening. Also, the Fields of Fire manuals available online now. All right, so you can learn, read up on Fields of Fire, and get happening when you get your game. All right. So, also, there is Scott the Frozen Gamer teaches us how to play Space Core. John Butterfield's Space Core. Check it out. There's a link in the video on Inside GMT. And that's it real quick. All right? So, all I can say is, it's fun, GMT. And you know what? Thank you for the support, GMT. You guys are awesome. See you around. And here we are at the crux of the show. Bonding with Board Games and RPGs has the Chief having 2 videos this week, and it's Orphans number 14, Auto Theft Twilight 2000, plus an unboxing of Tales from the Loop. I heard about that. Isn't that a movie? And RPGing with Mom. And Bonding with Board Games and RPGs with the Chief. Castle Archon, 2 videos, and OSR Treasure, the complete series from Board Games. I think we saw that last week. And why you should be playing. He tells you why you should be playing Warlock Knight. You know, there's something that rubs me the wrong way with the why you should be playing, because if you're not playing, you're guilty of something. That's the way I see it. I'm Italian. I was brought up with guilt. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Castle Archon. Check it out. The name of the game. How to Play Waterloo, the old Avalon Hill game. This week on The Name of the Game. The man who looks like a vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Productions, is looking at this picture here. I swear to God, it's German Field Marshal beaten with his own baton, his own stick. Yeah, beat him. They should have shoved it up his beep. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this picture. This is the world's greatest set of criminals in one picture. Look at them. Jesus, they really thought they had a chance. Anyways, check out Mark Felton Productions this week. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has more than 4 videos, but I chose to put 4 here. A Sparta review. He finishes Sparta, plus Summer Storm setup woes, then Summer Storm intro A basics, and then Summer Storm intro B ops. Okay, I thought he was having a Summer Storm, but it's actually, is that the Ted Racier game? Summer Storm. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I am wrong. My wife tells me I'm wrong all the time. On Calandale. Prasutagusti Orwell Wargamer, 4 videos, 1,000 subs. Thank you. Congratulations, Prasutagus. Congratulations. Also, his 2mm travel battle first Manassas project. Isn't Manassas called something else? What was it? The rebels that call it Manassas, or it's the Yankees that call it Manassas? Now what do I know? Plus Equatorial Clash, Ecuadorian/Peruvian War, the 5th, 5/31 July 1941. Snafu Games. His review, and I think his playthrough or something, on Prasutagus. For our Italian listeners, Mauro Faina! 2 videos, il Gianni Zero Nero video unboxing Stalingrad roads, plus an episode of Maturity and War Games. Now, I don't know what it means. He's talking about maybe the maturity of war games or our maturity playing war games. I don't know, but that's interesting. On Mauro Faina. The man with the PBS voice, the Oaken Night, checks out Battles of Napoleon. Yellow 1807 unboxing. This is a game by, I have no idea, but that's a nice box. It's very GMT-ish. What do you think? Huh? Check out the Oaken Night. Ruffy of Rough Swordsman Wargamer has 2 videos in its Skies Above Britain from GMT Games. Playthrough Part 1, and then open the box from Square Games, Bonaparte's Eastern Empire. An unboxing. I never seen that. On Ruffy's channel, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. And on that great channel that is History Hustle, the Ustasha children concentration camps in Croatia during World War II. Really? This is something I didn't know. Thanks for depressing me even more than the grocery store. I don't know what to say. This is horrible. On History Hustle. God! Denver of Flying Pig Games is checking out 85 Afghanistan Graveyard of Empires playthrough Part 2 on Flying Pig Games. Combat Board Games blesses us with 2 videos. One of them is called Are Dice Important to You? Okay, plus looking at Gunfight at OK Corral by Minden Games. Gary Graber, Minden Games, on Combat Board Games.
This week on 6 Actual, we look at Coral Sea Solitaire from Decision Games. Based off of the original Solomon's campaign from SPI, this only covers the Battle of the Coral Sea. World War II carrier versus carrier action, only on 6 Actual.
6 Actual. Cutesy Pootsy Zilla Blitz has 3 videos in its Chicago 68 upcoming historical games and designer interview, plus Bonaparte's Eastern Empire overview and first look. That's from Square Games and Form Square Games, not from. Really? Form. Also, a monthly update. Your first Wargaming and Board Games channel update. I like the guy. You know? Very professional. Jan Heineman, Let's Play History, has one video, and it's the Grand Strategy has a new AIR, Field of Glory Kingdoms multiplayer with at Murdoch SE. Sounds like a car. Check it out on Jan Heineman. Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair, who happens to be at Origins right now. And why do I know that? Because he told me, first of all, but I forget things. And also, I've been in touch with him right now as I'm doing this show right now. We're emailing back and forth for the CSR errata. Hey, I make erratas too, right? So I put up the video, send it to Artie. Artie peruses it and says, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, you did that wrong, you did that wrong. Do better next year. So I'm going to fix all the errata, and we should have a show, and we will have a show Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. Yep, the CSRs on my channel. I'm honored, and I'm honored in always making the production and showcasing the production on my channel, which is wow. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Counter Clipping episode 177. He's at Origins 2024, giving you a war game preview. Plus that shit show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. The history of wargaming with He's Grant. Grant Little Ketchup. Klein Heinz, little ketchup. Get it? Klein, little, Heinz, ketchup. Klein Heinz, little ketchup. Grant, that's his name. He was there. We had a great time. Show was a bit short because they had things to do, right? Artie, Origins, and him, family. So check it out, ARDWULF'S Lair. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave is continuing with Coral Sea Solitaire setup. And turn number 1. This is a game published by Decision Games. I don't know who the author, the designer is of this game. Why do I keep thinking Joe Miranda? That guy's a genius, so yeah. Anyways, that's that. Sean Lambert, OCS Crimea, Conquest and Liberation unboxing. There he is, Sean Lambert. The guy who gave me grief on the shit show and will continue to do so. I got my eye on you, Sean. And he's got a Gibson Les Paul happening over there, and he's got an Ibanez and on the floor, and another Gibson, we call it here a dry guitar sèche, acoustic guitar. I didn't know the man was a musician. We gotta talk, Sean, we gotta talk. Nanguaya, 4 videos. All the videos are on Soldiers Tactical Combat 1914 to 1915. There's a playthrough video number 2, 3, 4, and 5 on Nanguaya's channel. The Tank Museum. Quantity versus quality. Vice versa. Panzer IV versus M4 Sherman. Now, hold on a second. Just the M4 Sherman like that loses. The Firefly, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Normandy 1944 on the Tank Museum. Robert Carroll's KilRoyWasHere has more than 4 videos. That's what I put on there because that's what could fit. You know what I'm saying? And he looks on a Sanctuary Sunday, River Mild by Button Shy Games. Then he looks at Grunwald 1410 Command Magazine number 52 on bagging and page turn. He's getting back into the swing of things. And then Highway to the Kremlin, an OSG game unboxing and a quick look. See, he's back. And then Tet 68 Command Magazine number 18 unbagging, page turn, and a quick look. He's back on track with war games. Not that I mind the Sanctuary Sunday stuff. I look at it sometimes, you know, having a drink, you know, stuff like that. On KilRoyWasHere. Justagard has 2 videos, and it's Polar Storm, the Petsamo Kirkness Operation. 1944. Don't know about that. Plus Cedar Mountain, 1862, Civil War Brigade Battle Series by Worthington on Ve Victus. Look at that! Great stuff. Respect! Jim Wozarski, 4 videos. First video is, yep, we're playing O Group. Then the second video is the Battle for Egmont, for General d'Armée 2, I should say. And the Battle of Quatre Bras for General d'Armée 2, see? And this is the author's scenario. And then the Battle of Quatre Bras for General d'Armée 2. So, 3 videos. 2 videos on General d'Armée, 1 on Egmont, and yes, they're playing O Group. It's got to be a sanguine game. That fantastic channel that is Legendary Tactics, and Canadian channel that is, 4 videos. Up front, our first live stream, full game playthrough, plus acquire strategy unlocked. Tips and tactics to become a chairperson of the board. Oh, I remember we did this last week. Yeah, I don't want to be chairperson of the board. I don't want to be chairperson of nothing. I want to be chairperson of me. You know what I'm saying? Then Dad's Game Night Perfect board games for Father's Day. And Master of the Blue Pyramid Strategy, Kemet, board game tactics on Legendary Tactics. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer, 1 video. What's the matter, Cody? Huh? And it's Path of Civilization, a story of humankind. Yeah. On Cody's channel, The Discriminating Gamer.
Here at Noble Knight Games, we've been carefully growing the world's largest selection of tabletop games going on 25 years now. From fresh-picked new releases to finely aged vintage classics and hard-to-find imports, you can buy, sell, trade, and play with us at our store in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. Or shop online 24/7 from anywhere in the world, just like nature intended. Growing fresh daily at Noble Knight Games.
The third Wednesday in June 2024 features a short video that explains the rules governing how prisoners and guards work in Upfront, a game by Wargames Vault that was originally sold by Avalon Hill. The video covers how prisoners are taken, how they are guarded, and what happens when the guard is killed or routed. The video is designed to summarize the prisoner and guard rules so that Upfront players can quickly incorporate the concepts into their game. Check out more videos on Upfront and other Avalon Hill games when you visit the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. Also, I have an X and Facebook page which delivers news about the channel, along with a monthly podcast that you can find on Spotify and BuzzFeed. And if you want to support my efforts in maintaining the channel, my Patreon page allows members access to new videos and podcasts 48 hours in advance. Check out more videos on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, and I will see you next Wednesday.
For our Polish viewers, Wojennik TV, 3 videos. He reviews a game called Ptaki i Wilki, plus unboxing Primal The Awakening, and reviews Sabika on Wojennik TV. Brant, Dragoon Commander, 4 videos. He's at Origins. I'm sure there's more because I took this on Thursday. So Wednesday Wargaming Headquarters afternoon update, an evening walk around, a morning mania, and exhibit hall invasion. All this on Dragoon Commander. 6 Actual looks at Coral Sea Solitaire, an unboxing, but you'll see something soon from 6 Actual. You know what I'm saying? And the man with the face, World War II Solitaire board game channel, the face himself, has 4 videos, and it's Achtung Jabo for 2 videos, and it's how to play, and it's ground attack combats part 2 of 2, and movement and landing on Achtung Jabo. Plus, Lone Sherman Mike Lambo's game, The Pacific, so it's Saipan, The Landing, and that's a playthrough of Mike Lambo's Lone Sherman, The Pacific, and D-Day Dice 2nd Edition playthrough, Beach number 4, Sword Beach. I had a great time playing that game with my wife. My wife and I played that game, all of it, all the expansions, everything. We had a great time. Now, she don't want to play nothing. Anyways, check out the face on World War II Solitaire board game channel. The Board Games Chronicle has 2 videos, teach and play of Manila, the Savage Streets, 1945 if I'm not mistaken, and teach and play for The Hunt. Is that a VUCA game? I don't know who that game is, but it's on Board Game Chronicles. That great channel that is Kings and Generals, 3 videos. Japanese Invasion of Alaska, a Pacific War documentary. Plus, Arab-Khazar Wars continue. And Battle of Azaz, Crusaders Turn the Tide. These are animated medieval history. Catch up on your history. Check this channel out. It's great. 25 minutes. You got nothing to do. And he has 3.6 million subscribers. So, yeah. The Chef, Phoenix Knight. We're talking baseball here. He's baseballing and footballing. American footballing all the way. Plus, he talks about Mirelurk Queen Steak, crab stuffed salmon. Okay, he's talking about Fallout 4, Mirelurk. I know what you're talking about. And then he unboxes Stone Spine Architects and Aeon's End versus Wraithmongers, 6/19/24. That's got to be the date of when he did it. On Phoenix Knight. a man that needs no introduction, the Jester himself, ID Jester, has 8 videos, and the first video is the struggle for Zorn, the Red Blight. This is a solo playthrough. Then for Glory, gladiatorial combat and deck building solo setup and playthrough, a game called For Glory. Going back to Paths, a new game, Paths of Civilization, the story of humankind solo playthrough versus easy AI. Then a two-handed playthrough, it's called Unfair, two-handed playthrough with pirates and robots learning game. Plus, Ascension Gift of the Elements, a solo playthrough. Heat Pedal to the Metal solo playthrough with USA Racetrack, 2 laps of it. Bloody hell, this guy's playing everything. Ticket to Ride, Alan R. Moon. I'm trying to get Alan R. Moon for an interview. You can't get him. You can't get him. You need intel. I gotta grab David Thompson. Help me find Alan R. Moon, for God's sakes. And the last video was Conflict of Heroes Awaiting in the Bear solo scenario, user created. Okay, check it out. The Jester himself, ID. Agility Snips Gaming Table, 3 videos. Skies Above Britain, Patrol 7 with 2 players. A Jest of Robin Hood, Game 2, Ballad 2. And then Skies Above Britain, Chapter 3, Patrol number 8. On Agility Snips Gaming Table. Wise Guy History is going on a tear. Sometimes you don't get any videos of this guy, and then sometimes he just blasts you with stuff. So we have 8 videos. And we are playing Ardennes 44, so he's playing through, it says German Hunt for Victory, Ardennes 44, turns 13 through 18, right? And then he has another game he's playing, and it's Stalingrad 42, he's on a Semenich trip. He gives you an introduction and overview, then turns 1 to turns 3, and then War Game of the Year 1989 to 2024 by Wise Guy History. He does his own War Game of the Year, which is cool. I'm going to have to check it out. Nice going, Wise Guy. Yeah, you can't have too many awards for stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the CSRs are... The name is there, CSRs, you know, but this, it's relevant too. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's relevant. 3-minute board games. That's Red Dust Rebellion. That's this guy. Okay, 2 videos. Fallout Shelter in about 3 minutes. And big channel update on 3 minutes board games. Liz Davidson of Beyond Solitaire has the clout to grab all these guys, Trevor Benjamin, Roger Tankersley, and David Thompson, on co-design. So they talk about co-designing, which you're all going to say, it's great, it's great, it's great, till they go on tour, and they meet stuff, and they do stuff, and they're playing this and this and that, and there's a falling out, and they put out a solo album. You know what I'm saying? On Beyond Solitaire. Charles Latorre, 4 videos. GDW White, Death and End Turn. So many things I dislike about this game. He's done with it. And then Mail Call. Dwarves. I don't think you could ship dwarves, can you? Or you can't throw them. That's it, yeah. Then Save the Unicorn, End Turn 3, game done. Last Skeleton, Ogre, Origin. But I don't. He's putting emoji cons, man. You know, one's a skeleton and one's a devil. You know, whatever. And then his naval game shelf, mostly. Not his naval game shelf. What's the matter with you? On Charles Latorre. The Boss, Clark Commando 1983. Trip down memory lane, GMT Games, Paths of Glory, plus more books in my library, and Axis Empires Ultimate Edition 4-player game update, and then Compass Games The War 1939 to 45 unboxing, possibly a next Learn to Play After Action report on Clark Commando 1983. You go get him, boss! Dad versus son. One video. Dad. Que pasta. You know what I'm saying? And it's Dad versus Son plays Panzer Grenadier, the Kokoda campaign. It's an introductory scenario number 2. It's an intro, obviously I just said it. And LOS questions, line of sight. That's it, yeah. And to 8:15. I don't get it. But there's music by Dan Picaldi. It's me. Alright, thanks, Dad. Ciao, man. Dana Lombardi has one video, and it's about his books. If I'm not mistaken, I get weekly emails, I think, from Dana. And look, check it out, huh? D-Day Project crowdfunding campaign video. Check it out. You'll understand what I'm saying on Dana Lombardi's channel. Hex the Hex, 4 videos, and it's 3 videos. 1 video on D-Day Omaha, then No Question of Surrender. I don't know. And then D-Day Omaha, and then Panzer Group Guderian, Smolensk, the 3rd to the 26th of July, 1941. Bloody hell! That's a long time to be shellacking each other. On Hex the Hex. Hexed Encountered 3 videos. Roller Rumble. First looking gameplay. Is that like wow, roller derby we used to watch with Skinny Minnie Miller. Remember Skinny Minnie Miller? Then Atlantic Sentinels, a gameplay. And 85 Afghanistan, Alone in the Mountains, Solitaire module, part number 1 on Hexed Encountered. Hissy Cat, 1 video, and it's Hissy Cat plays some World of Tanks on Hissy Cat. Mo of Mo's Game Table, 1 video. I guess he's busy, Mo. Air and Armor from Compass Games, and this is a preview. This is a designer signature series. Once Upon a Game, Agents of Mayhem by Academy Games. Uwe Eichert, forget his son's name. Rutger? I forget. This is solo / co-op Athena AI expansion, an unboxing for Agents of Mayhem, which is an expansion also on Once Upon a Game. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 1 video, and it's Burnside Takes Command. Scenario 2, the pontoons arrive. It's a rematch, part 2. Pushing Cardboard, Versailles 1919, a game by Mark Herman and Jeff Engelstein, published by GMT, an unboxing on Pushing Cardboard. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has 1 video, and it's Aces and Armor Kickstarter preview on the GIMPY Gamer. U-Boater 658 has 1 video, and it's War in Europe, France 40, Access Week number 1. Indy Nidell's fantastic channeled World War II, 3 videos. Mao tightens his grip, June 15th, 1945. Plus Nazi werewolves, the Nazi terrorists. It's funny to call Nazis terrorists. Like in the title, Nazi terrorists. Well, what the hell do you think they were? Anyways, Nazi werewolves, post-war terror, war against humanity, and the Korean War, forgotten, no longer. He's gonna do the Korean War. Yay, on World War II. The cop, that is Wayne Hansen. 2 videos, and he's playing Franklin, November 29th, 1864. He recaps the Battle of Franklin, and then he gives you a review on Wayne Hansen. And the Hugh Hefner of War Games, Warty Road Plays World War II, has 4 videos. No Question of Surrender, Scenario 2, Turn 2. This is a GTS After Action report. Same thing, Scenario 2 wrap-up after action report of No Question of Surrender. Then thoughts on Axis and allies after a turn. He says very cool. And then he's got goals. The goals for 2024 June update. On Wordy Robe plays World War II, the Hugh Hefner of war games.
Howdy folks, Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness. This is my weekly channel update, only it's a different kind of weekly channel update. It's a public service announcement. It is now summer. June 20th has come and gone, and we are in summer, and there's a heat wave out there in many parts of the US. It's obviously not summer in the southern hemisphere, but this is oriented to you in the northern hemisphere. So as a public service announcement, make sure that if you're going out in the heat and the sun that you wear a hat. It says sun's out, buns out. Maybe you're having hot dogs or whatnot, but wear a hat. Wide rim hat's better. Make sure you stay hydrated. Water. Don't drink a lot of alcohol. Alcohol is dehydrating. And don't stay out there too long. Now, what does this have to do with gaming in your channel? Well, that's the general stuff. Now, gaming. Your gaming can also be affected by the heat, the hot weather. Maybe your game room, your game space is in an attic. Maybe it's in a garage. Garages are notoriously for overheating. Attics are also terrible. Maybe it's just a really sunny room. And what happens if you open the window to get some fresh air? There goes your hex encounter war game. The hexes, well, the hexes aren't blowing away. The counters are. Your cards are maybe. And so you don't want to open a window, but you can suffer from the heat. So, well, what are some alternatives? Well, obviously, a big heavy fan's not going to work because that's going to do the same thing as a gust of wind from the windows. Well, you can get little fans like this. This runs off of 2D batteries. You can have a couple of those, like one on each side, blowing on you. There's USB fans, plug into your computer or nearby whatever USB charger. You know, not blowing on your surface, but blowing on you to help keep you cool. Also, you could potentially change the kind of game that you're playing during the heat so that you can open the garage door, have a fan on, crack the window, etc. So you could play block games. So if you look over here, I've been covering Wizard Kings on my channel, so Columbia Games, a lot of block games there. Worthington has a lot, like Hold Fast Russia, and lots of Civil War stuff, Forge and Fire Peninsula Campaign. So that's one way that you can change the kind of game you play that'll help you accommodate for the heat. Another thing that you could potentially do is head down to the basement. If you're lucky enough to have a basement, you don't normally play there, but maybe you could set up a card table or some other small table. I don't have a space, meaning my wick. Well, play some different games to accommodate for the heat. For example, Decision Games has a lot of folio and mini games. There's things from like Dr. Richter's Conflict Simulation and stuff from like the Historical Game Company and White Dog Games, like, you know, the Moog here, 17 by 22 map. You could maybe have space for that. Tons of games with a smaller form factor that you could play in a different space, like your basement or something. And when you're inside, also, you know, still remember to hydrate. If you're in a warm room and stuff, just keep drinking the water and that. And a little word about air conditioning. Not everyone has the luxury of air conditioning, and some people worry about the cost of running it, right? Do think about this. If you have it, use it, because it's cheaper to run your air conditioning than to end up in the hospital with heat stroke or heat exhaustion. So this has been a Meandering Mike public service announcement dealing with summertime. It's hot. Take care of yourself, because, you know, if you don't take care of yourself, your games aren't going to be able to take care of you if you have heat stroke or heat exhaustion. So take care, everyone. Remember, sun's out, buns out. Ciao, yo.
Another week. Another grumpy show. Today was a grumpy show, man. And you know what? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I think it does something. I don't know what it does. I don't check the stats and all that. All I know is my subs are not as high as I thought they were going to be. But you know what? It's what it is. And please support this channel. I give it my all the time. What was I gonna say? Yeah, man, I was grumpy today. I'm still a bit grumpy. We just had a week of, you know, jungle type weather outside. The humidity, oh my god. And anyways, it's raining today, so it's a little bit blah. But I'm having a hamburger and French fries tonight, which is a lot of fun. See, I enjoy that. That's fun, man. But I don't know what's going on. What the hell is going on with this bloody... Well, at least in North America, at least in Canada, from what I live in Canada. What's the prices, man? Who? When did this happen? And we're getting shafted, and we're taking it. You don't want to hear an old man talk about old man stuff now, do ya? We'll save it for when we get together and have a cold one, you know? And if you're in Canada, maybe we'll smoke a joint or something, you know? If you never smoked a joint, come to Canada, it's legal. You freak out, then you go back home. Freak out, smoke a joint. My God, it's like, whatever. Sorry about that. And look, man, have a great weekend. I'm going to finish the CSRs now. The errata. And don't forget to watch the CSRs on No Enemies Here. That is my channel. I'm talking in the third person. Sunday at 8 o'clock. Okay? It's not even that long. It's like 30 minutes long, man. That's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And give me your comments. And we'll hear your comments anyways. And there's probably going to be a few channels discussing not the stats, not the awards, the results. For God's sake. The results of the CSR. Okay, this was voted by you. And so, if you're gonna bitch, you're bitching to yourself. You see that? Empowerment. They gave you the empowerment. Anyways. The power. They gave you the empower to empower yourself. The power. And it's empowerment. Hey, have a good weekend. And let me go do the CSRs, huh?